This week I'm emphasizing what's unique about Washington, D.C. this time of the year. About 97 years ago, Mrs. Taft, First Lady, and the Japanese ambassador planted the cherry blossom trees that are now in full bloom. Beautiful. Barbara and I have a chance to go across the river and go by them daily. They're good for about a week to 10 days, assuming that there's no rain and wind come during that period of time. It's a beautiful time to be here. At the time of the planting of the cherry blossoms, it was a statement of friendship between the United States and Japan, probably primarily connected with Theodore Roosevelt winning the Nobel Peace Prize for getting the Russians and Japanese together to settle the Japanese-Russian war that was going on at that particular time. Anyway, that friendship existed obviously until Pearl Harbor, and then of course for a long period of time there was not a whole lot of friendship between the United States and Japan. But we've reestablished that friendship, and so we need to view these Japanese cherry blossom trees and the bloom that comes with them with a statement of friendship between our two countries. This week we're dealing with a budget. The budget is an annual process by which Congress makes a decision within our own institution that the various committees of Congress can only spend X number of dollars. It's a discipline for the Congress. A budget resolution doesn't go to the President like later on this year we pass appropriation bills authorizing the expenditure of money. The President can sign or veto those bills. It gives him authorization to spend. This is a week where I may cast my 10,000th vote since being in the United States Senate. I haven't missed a vote for about almost 5,800 votes. Last time I missed a vote was because of the flood in Des Moines in 1993 when I went out there with President Clinton. There's a lot of people who've cast more than 10,000 votes, but not very many. So it's quite a hurdle, I guess you'd say, to make here in the United States Senate. I always answer a couple questions that have been emailed in, so I'm going to answer for Roger of Altoona. Does this proposed budget increase the size of government? Yes, I imagine it increases by about 250,000 public employees, at the very least. It spends too much, it taxes too much, and it borrows too much. I think that you expect government to grow because of inflation, but beyond inflation or war, there's no reason for government to grow as fast as this budget causes it to grow. The next one is Karen from Des Moines. What kind of rationing would we experience in single-payer healthcare system? Canada has a single-payer healthcare system, Karen, and I'll give you an example I used on the floor of the United States Senate. A Canadian person under that system had headaches, went to a doctor, said it would take 3 or 4 months before they'd be able to get him an MRI. He was worried, so he went across the river, spent his own money in Buffalo, New York, to get an MRI. It said he had a brain tumor. He went back to Canada, and they said it'd be 3 or 4 months before they could operate. So you see that there is government getting in the way of between a patient and a doctor. We don't want that to happen in the United States, and I fear that that would happen under a single-payer system. Do we have a responsibility to reform the healthcare system of our country? Absolutely, and we're going to proceed to do that in a bipartisan way. What we want to do is get a more efficient system. We want to cover 47 million people that now do not have health insurance, but we don't want to do anything that gets a politician or a government bureaucrat making decisions that only a doctor and a patient should be making. In other words, we'll try to follow the rule in reform that they do in the practice of medicine. First, do no harm. I hope you will tune in to my webcast now 3 weeks from now, because we're off the next 2 weeks for Easter break. I will be holding town meetings in 33 different counties of southwest Iowa and north central Iowa. Hope to see some of you at those town meetings. Thanks a lot, and email in your questions.